What's up, guys? So I'm at Walmart right now. I have to add a couple of things to my gear that I'm going to be carrying with me. These are the things that I want anyway, but especially as it gets a little bit colder. I don't know what it's like in your state, but in my state, it's starting to turn to winter. I definitely want some colder gear stuff for camping. As well as I talked about it in my last video, a platform that I can kind of cook on. So I'm going to be checking that stuff out today. Of course, I'd like to go to Sportsman's and spend, $5 grand in a week and totally build everything out, but I just don't have the means to do that. So I have to kind of add things week by week. Unless this channel blows up and starts to pay for my gear. So here's my plug. Like and subscribe to like this video, subscribe to my channel. It's free for you, and you help me out. That would be awesome. But yeah, I'll show you guys what I'm going to be getting and getting ready for this weekend. Now, I'm not going to be doing the cemetery overnight camp this weekend. I'm going to save that for next weekend. So I have a couple of buddies who want to go with me this weekend. They want to hang out and go camping, which is fine. I want to do that too. But for the cemetery one, I specifically want it to be a solo adventure. And it'll get closer to Halloween. So that'll kind of be my Halloween camping special. I'm gonna end up getting this grill just because it flat packs and it's easy to store, and it's kind of exactly what I need for the pans that I already have. I'm getting a pair of water resistant gloves too, just because as it gets colder and the potential for snow and things like that, I really need to keep my hands. I'm getting a carbon monoxide alarm because a lot of people are really nervous about me lighting candles in the back of my truck and using that as a heat source right now. So I'm getting this just to make you guys feel safe, but I assure you that I have ample ventilation in the truck. I'm also picking up some heavyweights. My feet have already been getting cold, so it's only going to get worse. So those socks are a must for me right now. Alrighty, guys, so I'm going to go over kind of what I got for this trip. And really, this is kind of the last things that I'm going to be buying for my camping for a little while. At the end of the month, of course, you have Halloween. You have my wife's birthday is coming up. You get into December and you have Christmas. So I got to save a little bit of money somewhere. But I would say the last thing that I really need that I think is like a priority is like a Sub-Zero sleeping bag, especially to get me through the winter. So I may end up ordering something like that off of Amazon. There's a lot of niceties that I want. There's a lot of things that I want to get that I'll end up collecting next year or whatever, as I slowly go on and I slowly build out this process and everything. But so far, for just being like the last month or whatever of actually building out this camper shell, getting everything ready to go camping and doing my thing, I've had a lot of fun, and I think I'm pretty much set. So let me go over what I got. So of course you saw I got these performance thermal socks. They're just really thick, warm socks. I decided to go with the wool blend. Like I said, my feet have already been getting cold, so the bottom of the sleeping bag is here right by the window. And I don't have yet something else besides the sleeping bag that I'll probably need to do is I need to get some sort of insulation over these windows, over that back window, towards the later parts of the winter, especially because I plan on doing a lot of like snow camping type things. So I need that kind of stuff, and I would like to get like an annex that goes over the back of my truck, something that I can step into before I actually get into my truck, that I can take my boots off and everything. But anyway, so I got those socks. Here you saw that I got these waterproof gloves. I did have another pair of gloves, but I tore them actually on my last camping trip. So I just got these. These are not the warmest gloves, but they're gonna suffice for now. They're gonna do the job for now, and it's always nice to have a good pair of gloves. I did get this carbon monoxide. I'm actually kind of surprised at how many people are worried about my safety. It's actually really cool. So thank you guys. If you guys are worried about my safety, you're worried about the carbon monoxide from me burning the candles in this truck. I assure you that there are plenty of gaps in my truck. I have a lot of airflow in here right now, but later on through the winter, especially because for now that's going to be my main source of heating, or propane heater. I thought that it was a good thing to pick up, and I appreciate the recommendations for one. It's something that I'm going to keep in here, and I'm going to keep on me and make sure that I'm doing everything as safe as I can. One of the things that I want to get is like a Jackery battery pack, and I can run like either an electric heater or an electric blanket or something like that off of that. So that would be really nice. But until then, if it gets really, really cold, I probably will be using those tea light candles just to take the bite out of the air for now. And that's just because that's what I have to do. My biggest threat with using those tea light candles is really like knocking them over and causing a little bit of a fire, as opposed to carbon monoxide, just because of how many gaps I have. But I do want to seal those gaps up as I get throughout the winter. And maybe put some insulation and foam and things like that in place. So I got that for my safety, but because a lot of people were concerned for my safety. So thank you. I did get this flat pack camping stove. This is exactly what I wanted. It's exactly what I need. And this is as far as I want to go with it. This is pretty much going to be my main source of cooking. However, my boss is super cool, and he got me this. And what this is this actually allows you to set up with sticks like a tripod cooking stove thing that you can hang a pot from, or you can hang something from in order to cook. So all you need is 3 sticks, and it packs up this small. So this is definitely something that I'm going to be trying out after I get a pot or something to cook in. Now, this is something that I'll probably just keep in my backpack, like my hiking backpack, if I ever decide to do like an overnight hiking trip. This is something that's perfect for that. Doesn't take up a lot of space and is really awesome. So thank you, Scott. I know you're probably going to be watching this video. I really appreciate this, and I appreciate you, man. That's awesome. The other thing that I decided to get was a couple thermals. You know, like I said, this is starting to turn into winter here in my state. It's still pretty warm. Like right now it's pretty warm throughout the day, but at night, and especially in the mountains, it's going to be getting very cold. So I need these. I need to be in the sleeping bag. I need other sources of warmth, and these are definitely going to help. And then last but not least, of course, I got my keto super coffee, so I will be ready in the morning following my Friday night trip. So I'm going to head out on Friday. I'll be coming back Saturday morning again. Might make breakfast up there with those guys. I'm not entirely sure, but at least I have my coffee ready to go, and that way I can drink this and have those all important 200 milligrams of caffeine. I've also added these stickers because this gives you more off-roading power, and it actually will take you further when you go camping. So yeah, pretty much everything is ready to go. Like I said, I'm not going to be doing too much more until at least after Christmas. I would like to insulate, and I would like to get that better sleeping bag. And then a nicety that I would like to get is actually that Jackery battery pack, but that thing's like $200. So that is further on down the line for me. Can't wait to get that though. That's going to make a big difference in here. And yeah, after I insulate, I think I'm going to be ready to do a lot of winter camping. I shouldn't miss any weekends of camping, at least doing an overnight trip, except for potentially a weekend where we're going to be celebrating my wife's birthday, and that's coming up. So other than that, I'm planning on doing a weekly camping video. If you guys like camping, if you enjoy it, if you guys want to see me hopefully eventually build out a van, or if you're just a nice person and you think that I'm nice and you want to like this video, subscribe to my channel, help me build out my channel, and help me really get this YouTube going. I would really appreciate it, guys. Other than that, I really do hope that you have a really good day, and till I see you on Saturday, peace, guys.